today, I'm going to show you the problem I'm having with the traffic sign recognition camera. So let me explain to you what the problem is. Now, the problem is that sometimes the traffic recognition camera seems to miss the numbers on the sign. So what happens is I could be going through a road that's 50 miles an hour, and all of a sudden the speed starts to drop, and then the camera tells me, or the car says 30 miles per hour detected ahead, or something like that, but there's actually nothing. Now, sometimes it's accurate, but sometimes it's not. And where the major issue is that sometimes it just detects the speed signs that are not there and then starts to drop the speed straight away. Okay, so we're coming to get into Blackwall Tunnel soon. Now, the funny thing is, in the tunnel, the last time I went through it, the speed recognition camera actually spotted 80 miles an hour, and I was quite shocked. I couldn't figure out where 80 was coming from, but you guys would see. It's ridiculous. In the city of London, 80 miles an hour. Good luck. You would be out of your mind to actually believe that. But yeah, it's there. 80 miles an hour in town. That would be lovely, isn't it? So yeah. And if you can see from my B-roll camera number 3, we can see the traffic ahead, 30 miles an hour. So we're going into the tunnel. I'll put the cruise control on actually. So cruise control is on, adaptive cruise control, and the car is in control. So I'm hoping it's not going to go into 80 miles per hour in the camera. Is 30. Ah, 80 detected. There you go. The car is shooting up. I have no clue where ID3 got 80 miles per hour in Blackwall Tunnel. Now watch what happens after the tunnel. The car's going to try and go up to 80. Watch that. We're doing 32 now instead of 30. Now 34. Now the question is, what if you're not paying attention and there's a speed camera there and your car is doing 35 at this point? Now it's detected 30 and then we're back to 30. Now at this point, the car has detected 30 miles per hour again. Now bear in mind, there was no speed sign showing 30 at this point. So the question is, how come the car's changed back from 80 to 30? The car is just doing its own thing. So we're going into 50 miles zone now. So we're in 50 now. And let's see, 50 detected. Fine. And ID3 goes on. And we are coming very close to the point where ID3 decides to do its own thing as well again. Now remember, I've done this on another road, and this is the A2 now, and it's happened as well on M11. So it's not something that's specific to a particular road. It's just a thing that the ID3 does. And I really hope this will be fixed in the next upcoming update. I really hope. There you go. 30 detected, and he's dropped the speed to 37 right in the middle of the road doing 50, and this is 50 right there, and he's saying 30 detected. Now we've got the 50 and it's gone back up again. I had to accelerate back to 40 because the car dropped the speed from 45 to 33, and there was another car close behind me, so I'm always prepared for these things in case the car drops the speed and the car's behind me. See? Yeah, sometimes the brake is not as sharp as you need it as well, but you've got to get used to that. But with time you get used to it. I mean, when my first experience with the car, I was kind of worried, but with time I got used to it. I got used to it and it was okay. It was alright. Okay, so cruise control back on. Detected again. This is a different side of the road. So this is what I mean. But that 30 is not even for this lane. It's for that lane, see? So as you would see, there's a slip road to my left, and this 30 miles per hour was for that lane, not for the dual carriageway. So this happens a couple of times as well, where the speed recognition camera picks up speeds that are not actually for the road I'm driving on. And at some point during lessons, the cars actually come up with a 5 mile per hour speed, and my learner was driving at 5 miles an hour, and I asked her, why are you not driving? She goes, oh, it's 5 on the dash. I mean, so these are kind of the things that can creep up when the speed sign recognition camera decides to pick up things that are not actually for the road. And that 5 mile per hour was for a construction site that we drove past, and there was this fencing around that construction site with a 5 mile per hour for the people entering that site, and the sign picked it up, and we were seeing 5 miles an hour, which she was clearly rightfully doing 5 miles an hour. So that's it, guys. I mean, this is the issue with the speed recognition camera. Now, this might not be a big deal for you depending on how often you use the adaptive cruise control. Now, for me, I use the adaptive cruise control a lot on my motorway journeys because I do motorway journeys a lot. So that's why I actually noticed this in the first place. But if you don't use the adaptive cruise control a lot, then you might not notice it because it won't really matter to you. But it does matter when you're using adaptive cruise control and your car is dropping and increasing speed unnecessarily. So yeah, and I'm really hoping that they do fix this in the next upcoming update. So I'm really hoping. I mean, I missed the update this week, and I'm gonna put a video up again, short video on that, and I'm hoping next week I'll get the update, and I really hope so. When I get the update, I'm gonna do another video and I'll drive through those same roads to see if it's been fixed, and we'll see if we're gonna get the 80 mile per hour. And bear in mind, the 80 mile per hour problem, that is mainly on signs where you've actually got the lights, you know, those lights on the board, not the painted one, so it's the one with the LEDs. So maybe it's something to do with the reflection from the light. So yeah, just to point that out, it's not the painted sign. The painted sign are fine, it picks it up correctly, but the ones with the LED lights or the bulbs, that's where it seems to pick up that 80 mile per hour on Blackwall Tunnel. And sometimes I've gone through it where it's picked it up as 40. So I don't understand what's going on with that. So I'm hoping the software update fixes that. So I hope this was informative and I hope this was useful. So see you in the next video, and thank you for watching, and catch you guys later.